Advent of Code 2024, Day 5, Print Q. Satisfied with their search on Ceres, the squadron of scholars suggests subsequently scanning the stationary stacks of Sub-Basement 17. Gotta love alliteration. The North Pole printing department is busier than ever this close to Christmas, while the historians continue their search of this historically significant facility. An elf operating a very familiar printer beckons you over. The elf must recognize you because they waste no time explaining that the new Sleigh launch safety manual updates won't print correctly. Failure to update the safety manuals would be dire indeed, so you offer your services. Safety protocols clearly indicate that new pages for the safety manuals must be printed in a very specific order. The notation X bar Y means that if both page number X and page number Y are to be produced as part of an update, page number X must be printed at some point before page number Y. Interesting. The elf has for you both the page ordering rules and the pages to produce in each update, your puzzle input, but can't figure out whether each update has the pages in the right order. Okay, so this is like a two-part input thing. I see. So this is the page order. So this says 47 must be printed before 53. 97 must be printed before. Yes. Okay. And then we have a bunch of numbers here. The pages produced in each update. Okay. So these are the page. Oh, I see. So we have to make sure that this conforms to these rules. Got it. First section specifies the page ordering rules, one per line. Yeah, didn't we just say that? That was just repeated up here, right? Okay. Because most safety manuals are different, the pages needed in the updates are different too. First update this means the update consists of these page numbers. And we have to identify which updates are already in the right order. We just count them up. Is that what we need to do? Okay, so and then we have a few rules here showing how many are right and how many are wrong. Okay, so that's all we need to say is how many are... Oh, no, this is what do you get if you add up the middle page number. For some reason, the elves also need to know the middle page number of each update being printed, because if you're currently only printing the correctly ordered updates, you will need to find the middle page number of each correctly ordered update. Okay, so just divide by 2, right, to get the middle. All right, so basically figure out what the middle is, figure out the order, figure out the middle, and add them up. Got it. So, day 5. Day 5, day 5, day 5. We'll get these all in the right order at some point. 24, as soon as I catch up, right? So run. Oh, we're still on day 9. Oops. Oh, right. We're still on day 9. I have to temporarily put day 9 up here. There we go. Because I always run the last one in the list. Actually, you know what you can do is just put day 5 at the bottom for now. There. And then I can move that one up. Let's go back here. Let's get our input. Get input 2024 day 5. There's 1362 lines. Let's take a quick look at the lines here. Wow. Okay. Does it specify every pair? That's a lot. Does it specify every pair? 1176. I don't know if that's every pair. I can't do that math in my head. And then there's a whole bunch of page things to go through. Okay. So parsing is going to be split into 2 parts. We're going to have part 1, which is the map of numbers to numbers. So we can say for every page number, it can have, I see 47 here, I see 47 here and here. So it can have multiple pages that come after it. So let's make a little hash map. So let's call it the after rule. It's just after, it's just hash map of, I'm going to do I64s like I always do. And then we can just create a hash set for this side of I64. And we'll have to pull these guys in. And then we have the list of updates. So we'll call them updates. Oops, comma, updates. And this is just going to be a vec of I64. That seems straightforward. And now we just want to parse things along. Here we go. Let lines equals AOC lib read lines. Now here's the thing: is my read lines code strips out blank lines, so we just need to be smart about how we're handling this for line in lines. If let sum left right equals line split once on the pipe character, then we know it's one style, else we know it's the other style. It's a little lazy, but this works. And we'll say let update equals line dot split on a comma map page parse I64 collect, and then self updates push update. Okay, and then here what we're going to do is say let left equals parse left parse I64 unwrap, and then we'll do the same thing for right, and then we'll say after self after entry left or default, and entry dot insert right. All right, that should give us, oops, it doesn't know. Oh, I forgot the unwraps. Knew it looked a little small. Okay, there we go. So now this should give us the map of all of the entries. So we can actually print that out. Println this self. Oh, yeah, self after. And we can see what maps to what. So 16 has all of these, and these are all the pages that need to be printed after 16. So now all we're doing is we're checking each update so we can loop over all the numbers and make sure, loop over all the pairs and make sure that this is not before. So not in the correct order, because we have a 9775. So if we come here and we're going to look at every pair in turn. So these first two, then the first and the third, second, and the first, first and third, first and fourth, first and fifth. And we're going to make sure that each one of these is in the right order. But there might be a rule here that's not specified. Like, I don't know if there's a 7561. So do we want to do this the other way around? And say, so we'll look at 75 and 97 and say if 97, yeah, maybe this should be befores. I should make this a before rule. And this is going to be right. And then left. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to self convert lines. And I'm splitting this out because I want this to be something I can call from my test code. FN convert, not self lines, which is a reference to this, right? That should build. Oops. Oops. That should be that. And then it should be before. And then this. Nope. What did I do? Oh. I think I can get away with this as ref stir. And change this to an S as ref. Oh, really? There's a buff read that allows you to do the split, huh? Nope. That's not good enough. Oh, it needs to be this? Nope. Oh, there's no... Oh, okay. All right, you know what? Then we'll just do strings. And then just live with the fact that they're strings. And that means that just makes the test a little bit more annoying, but then not too bad. Test mod, test part 1. We are going to do this. Oops. I'm going to remove the gap because I already removed the gap, and then we'll just do this here. And then, oh, I don't know if I can do it this way. Yeah, I can't. I can do it this way though. ToString, comma. And then do it this way here. Dot ToString, comma. Do that. Const lines of string. I don't know how many there are. 14 equals Beck. Oh, this. Colon there. The compiler will tell me how many there actually are. 27. Oh, okay. Let lines, fn lines returns a string 27. 27 down, like that. There. Okay. So now we'll flip over to test again. And we're going to process it. We're going to call convert. Let's say let AOC is AOC 2024 underscore 05 default. AOC convert lines. I think that'll work. Yep. And then we're going to run part 1 on that. And basically, I think part 1 is just going to be for I in 0 dot dot updates len -1, for j in I plus 1 dot dot update len. I should, you know what I should do is make a trait or make a pairs trait, which does exactly this, because there's a number of times I've written this kind of a loop, double loop. If let's call this next update. Sorry, this should be self updates len. Self updates len. Okay. So now we grab the update I and oh no. For update in self updates. We don't want to strip it. Yeah, so this is update len. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. And then, so now we have an update with the pages if we know that I is coming before J. If not, self before get J contains I. Maybe the other way around. If get I contains J, that means J should come before I, but right now J is after I. Oh, it's update. Update J. Update I is currently before update J. Then we're going to say continue next update. And I got to change this to be here. What doesn't it like? Not all trade items are implemented. Part 2. Oh. What's wrong? It doesn't, something I didn't, it doesn't like. I missed something somewhere. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. It probably tells me here, unclosed delimiter. This doesn't have a match. Ah, yes. Oh, isn't this a hash map? Oh, unwrap. Oh, if let some hash set is equal to this, then if it just contains borrow. Okay. So now, oh yeah, if it does, and if it doesn't, we get through this whole loop without doing continue. That means now we want to grab the middle number, the middle page number, and add them up. Let my total 0, total plus equals update of update len divided by 2. Right, divided by 2. This is 5. 5 divided by 2. Integer round down is 2, which is what we want. 3 divided by 2 is 1, which is what we want. Yeah, okay. And then the total comes out here. Not as a string, not as the word total. Okay, so now, what are we expecting this to be? 143? Okay. And this is just AOC part 1. Ooh, that worked. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's run it on the real input. Oops. Of course, we don't see it because it's all scrolled off the screen. 5091. Yay, that's the right answer. Okay. Clippy. Clippy likes it. Git status, git add source, git commit. Um, 2024, day 5, part 1. Okay. There. Okay. Let's see what part 2 is. While the elves get to work printing the correctly ordered updates, you have a little time to fix the rest of them. Oh, for each of the incorrectly ordered updates, use the page ordering rules to put the page numbers in the right order. For the above example, here are the 3 incorrectly ordered updates and their correct orderings. After taking only the incorrectly ordered updates and ordering them correctly, their middle page numbers are, and adding them together produces this. Okay, taking only the incorrectly ordered updates. Okay. I hate making part 2 dependent on part 1 running, but I do that often enough. So we'll call these the bad ones. And then we can say self bad push update clone. And then part 2, we just go through the bad ones for update in self bad. We know they're bad somewhere along the way. Oh. Yeah, why don't we just do it all in one? Because all we need to do is say, if I is supposed to come after J, we can just swap them and then start over again. So what we can do is extract out the function that finds the first bad or returns none. Right, let's call this find bad. Find bad. Self update vec. I guess we can do this. And this is going to return an option of usize, which is going to be the 2 indices that are bad. So we don't do this, we don't do this. And all we do is return some ij. These need to be swapped. If we get through all this and we just return none, it's not bad. Should it be? Okay, so now we come down here. Oops. Part 1 is we find if it's bad. If not, self find bad update. Then we do this. This should still build. Oh, is none. Yeah, we don't need next update anymore. Oh, this should be a return. Okay. All right, and if we run it, we still get 5091, which, yes, is the correct answer. Okay, so we didn't break it. That's the good news. So let's test part 2. And part 2 should be, what was it? 123. String. A C part 2. All right. So now if I hit test, it should fail. Oops. Yes. Okay. So part 2 is if we find a bad update for update in self updates, we're going to make a mutable copy of it. Update clone while let sum left right equals self find bad update. Oh, we need to make sure it's bad first, because we're only checking the bad ones. Yeah, we can say if let sum blah blah blah. We can loop. No, we can't loop yet. We do need to loop though, because I imagine there's going to be ones that require it. Oops. Like this. Okay. So if we have it, what we'll do is say update swap left right. While, and then we, this is a little annoying that we have to do it this way. I should refactor this so we don't have to do it this way. And then total plus equals update len divided by 2. The thing is, we have to check to see if it's bad first. And I don't want to have to check to see if it's bad twice. Why remove this mute? I need to swap it here. Oh, maybe that's still from before. Okay, yep. And then total here. And the output is total. And the test passes. Yeah, so that's all we need to do is just swap them into the right place. But this is ugly. I don't like this. Is there an easier way to do this? If we did it in one pass, I like having part 1 and part 2 separate, but we could definitely do this in one pass, right? We could say if blah, 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 then do the swap and do this, and then otherwise do the total good ones. All right, so the test pass, let's see if we can run it. We get 4681. That's the right answer. Yay. If only there was some way. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like to have the two parts separate so I could time them, but this really calls for, I guess one thing I could do this a little differently. Let mut swapped equals false. And then we can say while here swapped equals true. And then here we say if swapped. Is that a little cleaner? I think so. We should be able to also compare, right? Can I rename just that one? I can. Okay, so if update is not equal to original. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, on original. Okay. 4681. Okay.